Well, we had a good night's sleep. Whoops. There's a branch in front of me.
And can you trust that you won't blow away in the wind?
It's remarkable that last night Michelle and I were both in pain just to roll over or to lay down to take our body weight. And this morning we're fit again. I mean, there's a few aches, but you know, you can sit up and stand. Just to sort of sit up hurt. Just to roll over in bed hurt last night, and this morning we're pretty fit. It's interesting, we had a bit of sun this morning, so it was actually quite warm, but it's gone cold again, quite wintry. I'm looking at this land here, and it's a beautiful piece of land, and I feel like it's a waste of land, you know, because this could be a gorgeous orchard and you could still have the sheep roaming amongst the apple fields or pears, and it's a sad waste of really beautiful high quality land. But you know, I suppose not every piece of farmed land has to be fully utilised, but I'd love to have a piece of land like this and put an orchard in here. Coffee this morning, almost finished. We had a baguette with some cream cheese and crisps to use up the crisps, salt and vinegar crisps that we bought yesterday in Tain. All very basic. We'll probably have a chocolate biscuit as a sweetener, and then we'll pack up. Michelle's in there now just doing the bed, and I do all the coffee making in the morning and food prep. Michelle will roll up the beds now and we'll be ready to hit the road. She said to me this morning, what should we do this morning then? And I said, walk. Got the chocolate hobnobs. It reminds me of when Michelle and I used to keep animals. We used to keep sheep. There's the air coming out the bag. It would be good if you could have an enclosed land, if this land was enclosed, that you could keep guinea fowl on here and they'd keep all the bugs down, which would be good for the sheep and good for the plants.
Day 722.
And we leave another spot spotless.
Spotless.
And we're going to head
Follow you.
back towards the road through the long grass. Can hear our sheep calling to us through the stinging nettles and the hawthorn. You look at this stuff here. I think this is hawthorn, I'm not sure, but look. And yes, they're as sharp as they look and solid, like bits of ebony. They'll cut straight into you. But I think goats can eat those. If you wanted to clear land like this, I think goats can eat them. I don't think the sheep will, but goats will. Anyway, looks like it's going to rain again. Start of another day's walking. Summer in Scotland.
I did that too this morning. Couldn't do it last night.
No, she did. She went over. I should have filmed her. We can open the gate, but sometimes it's easier just to go over. God, we're only 10 minutes in and it's Baltic cold. It is so cold. I think it's the 1st of September, so we've still got technically 21 days of summer. It is ice cold. Everything on my body is freezing. Michelle's freezing. I've got my hat on to try and warm up, but nothing's warming me. There's a cold wind. It's like being under the air conditioner after you come in from a hot, sweaty outdoors. Woo! 1,000-mile detox. Sorry, Scotland, but your weather is appalling. And usually the Mustang is the one that slowed down. How cool. So, what day is it today, Michelle?
13th day of walking.
13th day of walking. And lucky 13. It's been a hard one for me today, Michelle. I found the cold a little bit too much. It's really biting into me today. The wind and the cold. How are you feeling?
Yeah, it wasn't too bad when I started. No, the wind has got into me and made it a bit sort of bleh, but I'm getting my second wind now, so I'm okay.
So it's one of those days where you really do wonder why you're doing it. We know why we're doing it, but it's one of those days where the scenery's not that pretty. The wind is horrendously cold. It's going straight through all your clothing. And the clouds, the sun comes out, it warms you a tiny bit, and then it vanishes, and it's like being in air conditioning. I mean, really cold, like being in a freezer department of a supermarket, you know, on a hot day. It's so cold. So I'm going to say, at the moment, day 13's another one of my less favoured days. Not enjoying it so much. But let's see how that changes throughout the day. Idiot. Good day. You're heading up?
Hello.
Do you want a groats or? No, no.
Just like wood.
Yes, yeah.
And then agricultural
Yes.
fields.
Yeah.
And they're really nice.
Yes.
We've had
Yeah.
two lovely
We had a
ones
lovely one
outside.
last night.
Yes, we did.
Yeah. We just met a lovely couple. I didn't film them, but I did get a photograph. They're cycling up this way from Carlisle. So not the end to end, but they have done some amazing cycling. Chris and Pete have cycled to China from Adrian's Wall to the Great Wall of China on the bikes that you see in that photograph. What a lovely couple. Oh, sorry, I'm eating peanuts. So we had a really good chat with them, and we sat on the roadside, and we had coffee, and Pete set fire to the embankment. So it was lovely, and we exchanged some tips on a possible place where we might stop tonight.
And the possibility of a bed for a night if we go through Carlisle.
Oh yeah.
In a month or so's time.
So, Chris and Pete, we may rock up. We are that bad penny. And thank you very much for all your great information and wonderful company. Thank you very much. See you on the road. Oh, it's turned cold again. I was just saying to Michelle that today, the 13th walking day, was turning out to be one of my least favourite days. And then you meet some nice people, have a chat, and the brain starts circulating ideas again. And yeah, it's turning out nice. It's a nice day. I feel more positive. And as a rule, it is the people you meet, not just here in Scotland, but all over the world, who make travelling what it is. It's not the places, although they can help, but it's the people.
The big house is up the drive.
Yeah, it's a big mansion house.
More house.
Oh, is there?
Right
And
up there,
then
yeah.
I realised I could see the top of her car, and I thought, blimey. It's just,
So was that the storm?
that was
It's about 18 months ago.
Oh,
we were
a
just
little
talking
while back.
about that actually. We were just
Yeah.
talking about it.
Yeah.
So yeah, you got to watch the trees.
Well, we've met a lot of lovely people on this morning's walk, and we've chatted a bit too much probably. But just looking at the The berries are starting to ripen in the hedgerows. But it does mean that Alness, which we've been trying to get to as our halfway point, is probably closest to our end point, and we still haven't got there.
Leanne driving that.
Rianne, young lady driving that truck up a road. I guess it's delivering cattle feed or something, because you wouldn't want a big truck like that. And we're almost off this road by about a few hundred meters. Hello.
Lovely day for a walk.
Oh, it is a lovely day. It's a long walk.
Have you gone very far?
Oh, we're heading to Land's End slowly.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Hello, gorgeous.
So when did you start?
About 10 days ago.
10 days ago.
From so Michelle and I are waiting now. Georgia, the lovely Georgia, offered to let us stay on their farm. Yeah, they've got a pitch, they said, near the river, not far from here, and they said they would. We met her riding a cob pony. We think its name is Pink, and she said, "Oh, you could, when you get further down the road, you can stop at our farm." So we're going to take her up on it. Now, we weren't sure exactly where it was, so Georgia kindly offered to come and pick us up and drop us off at the pitch. Good stuff. Here they come. Can I put a little bit of video with you guys in?
Oh, yeah.
Is it all right?
Of course, yeah, of course.
Yeah?
Yeah, sure.
All right. So this is Georgia and Gary.
Hiya.
Hi. Dad. These guys told us they found a little place on their farm to put us near a fishing hut, and we're in this luxury mansion. So we're really.
It's our pleasure.
No,
it's our pleasure.
It's a great pleasure for us.
Good.
Thank you very much.
No, good luck.
No, it's all right. Have a good night.
We'll
Watch the midges.
be good. I'm speechless at the moment, to be honest. The generosity of folks, eh? We met Georgia walking today, and the midges a little bit prominent, but we met her today riding a cob horse in the country lanes, and she said, if you like, you can stop at our farm and camp. And then she messaged us check this is safe. She messaged us and said that because it's hard to find, they come and pick us up. And they did. And here we are. And she said they had a little hut, they called it, near a fishing pond, this beautiful pond here. And we'd be welcome to camp near the hut. When we got here, her father, Gary, thank you, mate, meant a lot to us. When we arrived here, across the fields of barley, there were candles on, and I thought, that's a bit strange, there's candles on. And they'd come here before we arrived and put some candles and set a log fire going. We've had quite a hard, long walk. So this will be really a highlight of our time here in the Highlands of Scotland. Yeah, for sure. Thank you, guys. Yeah, so we've come into a spot. This is really pushing it. This is near the main road. But we see here this piece of heather where it's a little bit, maybe from about Michelle's feet to my feet. If we clear this,
It's moss, isn't it?
it's moss. It'll be all spiders and beetles a bit, but there's not really any trees that can fall on us. Well, there's trees, but there's no branches. So I think it'll be all right.